So the next thing on the agenda is entitled Housekeeping, and Cindy Borassi is going to come up and just make some housekeeping comments, but putting it there was really an excuse to just thank Cindy Borassi for all that she has done to make this meeting possible. Every faculty member and everyone here who has interacted with the foundation to be part of the meeting knows that Cindy is the driver and the genius behind it all. But Cindy has some pretty serious things she wants to share with us, and I'm going to stand by her side to underscore the seriousness of it.
Are you still awake?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the second challenge of the day to see if I can advance the slides. How'd you do that?
Yep, just the green button.
Oh,
Perfect.
There we go. Okay. So as most of you know, this is a CME accredited course, so gratefully provided by the Northwell Health CME department. You are eligible for up to 11 credits. However, there are a few things that you have to do to get them. Primarily, if you haven't already done so when you registered, there was a spreadsheet which had two or three things that you needed to do. You needed to check in on day one and or indicate when you get here tomorrow that you're here on day 2. That will help us give you the full credit. Second is your name, of course, your credentials, and then most importantly is a correct email address. Because immediately following the summit, you will get the email which has the survey or evaluation. Once you complete that evaluation, and only when you complete your evaluation, you will have access to your certificate. Okay, so you're going to go back to the registration table. If you have not filled out the email address legibly, you need to do that before the end of the day. So we talked about sign-in. Very important, we need your help on the evaluations in order to measure our outcomes. Everyone is interested in outcomes, and we can only do that if you share the information with us. And primarily what we're trying to capture, as Dr. Weber mentioned and Dr. Barakat mentioned, we want you to take all of this information, we want you to take this action plan and go back to your communities, to your colleagues, to your friends, to your patients, and implement something. Implement one change. Make one conversation happen. And all of that can be documented and should be documented through your outcomes and evaluations. Disclosure policies, we do have a number of disclosures from faculty to show you. These are the following faculty, moderators, and speakers who have no conflicts of interest to report to you. And since we have so many faculty this year, it keeps going. Those are our planning committee. And thank you again to Carrie Wallace for her incredible help over the last few months to get this ready. There are a few faculty with disclosures that they have had to release. Dennis Annan, Dr. Boland, Dr. Jones, Dr. Karlitz, Dr. Hampel, Dr. Koff, and Dr. Statler. But they will not be talking about any of that here today or tomorrow. Once again, I'd like to thank our sponsors. Presenting sponsor, Northwell Health Cancer Institute. Just one more round of applause for them, please. We wouldn't be here today without them. I call this the guardian angel sponsor. Mr. Luke Walter has actually been sponsoring the foundation and this summit for the past 5 years to a significant tune of money. So he's not here today, but he will probably see the video. So Luke, thank you very much.
Thank you, Luke.
We've added, if you haven't already seen it, our first poster session. I want to thank Susan Peterson, Dr. Susan Peterson here in the front row for putting that together. It is modest, but we're thrilled to actually have made it happen. So please stop by, take a look at those. We have selected, the committee did select award winners. So those are, I believe, posted already, Susan. We will also have a People's Choice Award. So at some point today, we are going to be distributing ballots, and you will vote on your choice. And then tomorrow afternoon, you have to stay until 12, we'll announce the People's Choice winner. Sorry, but I want to thank Bracco Diagnostics. That was the point of the slide. Bracco Diagnostics is actually the sponsor for the poster session and the reception this evening. So a round of applause for Bracco, please.
Thank you.
Our gold sponsor is the Never Too Young the group of Never Too Young and the Colorectal Cancer Alliance. Silver sponsors, Advanced Surgery Center of Long Island, Advanced Endoscopy Center, the Colon Cancer Coalition, the Carnegie Hill Endoscopy Center, Endoscopy Center of New York, Epigenomics, the manufacturer of the EpiProColon, Eastside Endoscopy, Liberty Endoscopy, Manhattan Endoscopy, Merck, Myriad, Physician Endoscopy, and Quest Diagnostics. A round of applause, please, for them. We wouldn't be here today, again, without them. And then we also have 4 exhibitors joining us today, Alive and Kickin', Boston Scientific, Medtronic, and Olympus. They are all downstairs in the hall where you will be having breakfast, lunch, and our reception. So please stop by their tables, say thank you, have a conversation, and again, take that information back to your patients and your community. Courtesy reminder, cell phones should be turned off. There is a Wi-Fi network here that you can all access for free. The network code is Marmorino, and the password is Orange21.
Got that?
Everyone got it? Take a picture, that's a really important slide. There are a few outlets in this, electrical outlets in this building for design purposes, but we have set up a charging station right outside the hall doors, so if you need to, please use those courtesy of the foundation. You have a printed agenda in your folder. There's also a digital course brochure which includes bios on all of our faculty and the abstracts for the posters. And you can find that by visiting our website, coloncancerfoundation.org/agenda. This is for the faculty. We love you. We love your slides. I've looked at all of them, every single page of them, and I know there are about 1,000 pages to get through. Having said that, we're already past our time limit for this session. So we ask everyone on the staff to make it through your slides on your allotted time, but then I'm asking the audience to be helpful in getting in and out of this room for breaks, lunch, etc., on time, in a timely fashion. Faculty, if you run over your time, there is a time clock back here. You'll see it in the sound booth. So you'll see your time. We have progressively louder notifications to let you know that you've run over your time, including a bell, which will be sounding from the front row. And the last thing I'd really like to ask you to do, and this is everyone in this building, including exhibitor sponsors, to be engaged in this conversation. That's why you're here. That's why you made a trip from Europe or California. It's why you're here. It's why we're all here, to make something happen. And we can do that if we're all participating in the conversation. So please be here for the Q&As. Please be active in that conversation and tell us what's on your mind. Thank you.
Great. Okay.